Trapped. The crushing weight of student debt. We've all heard the fairy tale. Go to college, get a good job, live happily ever after. But what they don't tell you is the monster hiding under the bed: student loan debt. It's a beast that can follow you for years, even decades, impacting every aspect of your life. Think about it. You're young, eager to learn, and excited about the future, but to get there, you need a degree. And that degree, it often comes with a hefty price tag, one that many students can only afford by taking out loans. We're talking about mountains of debt, often before they've even had a real job. Drowning in debt, a generation under pressure. Here's a fun fact that's not actually fun at all. Over 43 million Americans are currently shackled with student loan debt. That's a whole lot of people. And the numbers are staggering. The total amount owed, over $1.7 trillion. That's trillion with a T. It's more than the combined debt of all US credit cards. We're talking an average of nearly $40,000 owed per borrower. Let that sink in for a minute. That's a down payment on a house, a new car, or years of travel, all gone before you even hit 30. This massive debt burden is a ticking time bomb for the economy and a major source of stress for millions of young people. The immediate aftermath: sacrifices from day one. So, you graduate, diploma in hand, ready to conquer the world. But there's a catch. That mountain of debt, it needs to be paid back. And those monthly payments, they can be brutal. Suddenly you're stuck living with roommates, putting off buying a house or delaying starting a family, all because you're sending a huge chunk of your paycheck to Sally Mae or Navient. Imagine being a young professional just starting out, excited about your new career, but instead of enjoying your hard-earned salary, you're stuck with entry-level wages while juggling rent, groceries, and those dreaded loan payments. It's a recipe for financial stress and delayed dreams. The long shadow of debt, a lifetime of consequences. But here's the real kicker. The impact of student loan debt isn't just financial, it's emotional too. The constant pressure of repayment can be incredibly stressful. It can lead to anxiety, depression, and even relationship problems. It can affect your career choices, forcing you to take a job you hate just to make ends meet. Imagine this: you're finally ready to buy a house, start a family, or take that dream vacation. But then, you realize that your student loan debt is holding you back. You can't qualify for a mortgage, you're worried about saving for your kids' education, and that trip to Bali, it's just a distant dream. A glimmer of hope, exploring alternative paths. Okay, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions. There are alternatives to traditional student loans. We need to get creative, folks. Think scholarships, grants, work-study programs, and income-driven repayment plans. These options can help ease the burden of debt and make college more affordable. And for those of you who are already drowning in debt, don't despair. There are resources available to help you manage your loans and explore repayment options. The government offers programs like income-based repayment and loan forgiveness for certain professions. These programs can be lifesavers for borrowers struggling to make ends meet. Breaking the chains, a future free from debt. Look, the student loan crisis is a complex problem with no easy solutions, but we can't just throw our hands up in defeat. We need to demand change. We need affordable college, responsible lending practices, and a system that prioritizes education over profit. Imagine a future where students aren't crippled by debt, where education is a right, not a privilege. A future where young people can pursue their dreams without the fear of financial ruin. It's a future worth fighting for. Let's make it happen.